Hey, it's Tim.
And it's Amy from GoWithLess. We're glad you're here. In this week's video, we are sharing huge news about our YouTube channel. We are stepping back on our videos quite a bit. We're not quitting altogether, just a big step back in terms of frequency. We hope you watch the whole video to get the scoop on the how, what, why, and all of that in today's video.
In 2015, Amy and I retired in our late 40s, and in January of 2020, we sold our home and became full-time nomads. Every Wednesday here on our channel, we're talking about our nomadic fire life. Not every Wednesday anymore. We've made a decision that we're going to start putting out a video once every month. That video is going to be on the third Wednesday of every month, and it's also going to change format from what we've traditionally been doing when we talk about our monthly spending. We will still provide our monthly spending report. We'll also be talking about where we've been, where we're going. It's basically just going to be an update on GoWithLess.
And Tim and Amy, really.
And Tim and Amy, that's right.
Because that's us. Okay, the reason why we are stopping our frequency is really because we want freedom. So we left our careers back in 2015 to have our time to ourselves and have freedom, but we have a commitment every single week to put a video out. We haven't missed in over 3.5 years. It's been over 4 years on YouTube, 325 plus videos, and since we've been on our schedule of Wednesdays, we haven't missed a single one in 3.5 years. So the reality is probably going to be kind of surprising to some people that each one of these videos takes us an average of 20 hours to create.
Yeah, we've been told time and time again when somebody will meet us and they'll say, we assumed it took like 15 to 20 minutes to put that video together, that basically it's just you sit down and you record it and then you put it out and it's good to go. So I think sometimes in a given week it may be more than 20 hours that we're spending on putting it together. I think it's often it's sort of all-consuming. You're thinking about what's the next video going to be, what's the topic going to be, what's that going to look like, and then the technology often fails us. The light is wrong, that we get the audio wrong, that there's something
We have to do
wrong.
it again and again and again.
Again and again. And so making this happen is a phenomenal amount of effort, even though it doesn't seem that way. It's a lot of work every single week, and it just takes up a lot of, it creates a lot of mental clutter that we're not prepared to keep doing on an ongoing basis.
And it's not just like the ongoing stuff, it's really like the video. We have to figure out what we're going to talk about, have some kind of a informal outline of what it is that we're going to talk about. Maybe we do a little research for that video, creating slides, doing the sitting down and talking to the camera, editing, uploading, all of that. And we have so many fun plans out and about that our friends are out all together. The whole group is together. They're like, hey, we're out having fun. Sorry, we're home today, tomorrow, doing our YouTube video every single week for years. So I think it just was a natural time now that the world is opening. We're heading on 52 nights of 5 cruises. We talked all about it in a video a couple of weeks ago. And YouTube videos require massive, massive data to upload those videos. So the cruise ship, it's not going to be okay on that. And the reality is we've had to pick a whole bunch of our Airbnbs and our house sits around this ability to have excellent Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure why. So part of the reason why we were continuing to do it on a weekly basis and make sure it's the same time and all this is because we're feeding the YouTube algorithm. So we're trying to do
playing by the rules,
making sure that our videos are in front of people, and that ultimately we wanted to have some viewership growth and things like this. And we really haven't seen a lot of results from doing the right things over the course of the past 2 years. We haven't seen a lot of growth in our viewership, and I don't think that's not why we're backing away. It's just we were trying to do the right things, and we haven't been rewarded for that.
And so now we don't need to put out a video anymore.
That's right.
So when Tim said, so for the first 4 years of our video, the first 2 years we grew and had a big peak, and then for the past 2 years it's kind of leveled out our viewership and our subscribers. So YouTube hasn't rewarded us by showing up every single week. So we're like, okay, we're just going to go do it on our schedule then. But what this means is that it's more important than ever that you subscribe and ring that notification bell, because we may put out additional content over and above our monthly video. As an example, here we are in Mexico. We're working on our permanent residency here. There are so many hoops that we're not going to do a video until it is all done and we have our residency card in hand. And that will almost definitely be a dedicated video. You won't know about that because YouTube is going to now bury our stuff, is what we're under the understanding.
Yeah. And some of the things we might do in the future, and again, none of this is, it's everything's up in the air, but we might do shorts. We might do YouTube Live. So there's a variety of things that we might do in the future we're going to take a break for the moment and try and figure some of this out and maybe add some of this stuff back possibly.
I want to talk a teeny bit about the money in case people are watching saying like, this is going to affect your financials. This is like your job. And that is not true. So we have been pretty transparent every year with our YouTube income. And the two of us together, we make about $3,000 a year. That is not including self-employment taxes, our camera gear, our lawyer stuff to make sure we're being compliant. So all of that stuff, like I think that there's some chance that we pay to do YouTube.
Yeah, and there's never been a reason, our money's never been
That's
a
right.
reason that we've been putting out these videos. A lot of the reasoning was we're trying to build a community, and
Yes.
I think that has happened, and we're reaping the rewards of the community that Amy has built, and that's actually transitioned over.
We have built.
Amy has mostly built. We transitioned over to Facebook, and Amy, that is continuing to grow. We're having great success there.
That's not changing.
That is
That's
not
not changing.
We're having get-togethers. We in Guadalajara has been a prime example of this. We've built lifelong friendships here in Guadalajara. When we're all done here, we will have been here 2 months, and this has been a fantastic thing. But I see this thing happening all over the world, that we'll be able to get together with our audience and our friends that we've built through our online community.
And if you are not in that Facebook Go With Less group, make sure that you check this out down below. I post something in there every single day. Tim is kind of a lurker in the group. He is involved.
I like
and
a lot.
yeah, he looks, but he's not an active poster. That is for me. And so I will absolutely keep doing that. And here is like something like when we started on YouTube, we had no idea that anybody would watch our stuff aside from friends and family. And certainly in the first year, that is all who watched. And then we started, I don't know, growing and our fire content kind of hit. And we never expected to make such lifelong best friends from our viewers. That was like, I don't know anyone else who their viewers are their best friends. So we have all kinds of best friends from our old life, but certainly not expecting it from our viewers. And now that has happened many, many, many times, we'd say.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah. And when we are in a new place, we get together with them over and over and over again. So we want to be able to do that. And what we're hoping is, I have a feeling, because I hear from you, I read your comments every week, and I know that a lot of people say like they love the Wednesday videos that come out. It's like their highlight of their week. So if this makes you sad, I'm sorry, because I'm not wanting to make you sad. My parents are going to be devastated because that's how they say that they see us so often. Our audience wants us to model the freedom that we are talking about here in our channel, and I think this is part of it. When we're out with our viewers, so many of you in comments, in person, have told us that you have left your job because of our example. What a compliment that is, to say that something that we are doing is impacting you in such a positive way. That I think is the nicest compliment I could possibly receive. Many people have said that they've become nomads because they've watched us do it first. You sent us out as your emissaries. We kind of did it during COVID, and we made it on the other side. And I think people have they told us that they're now nomads, they're early retirees, because we put this out on YouTube. So I know that it has mattered to many people. And for that, we are very, very grateful that you've allowed us to affect your journey. But I think it's just time for us to keep our journey going.
Completely agree.
Yeah. So, okay, when it comes to next week, we're not going to see you, but we will be here 2 weeks from now. And at that point, we're going to be out of Mexico, where we've been for 4 months. And we will be in the Tampa, St. Petersburg area just for like 2 weeks, a really quickie. So I'm going to be putting up an event in the Go With Less group. So check that out over there. That'll go up around mid-March. And I guess hasta luego. See you in 2 weeks.
Adios. Thanks for watching. See you in a few weeks.